Hello, first grade. This is Mr. Mouse, and I hope you are all doing really, really well. You are staying healthy and safe, and when the weather's been warm, you have been taking the opportunity to go outside and enjoy it when you can. I know that in the past couple weeks, I have taken some of the students outside when we can. Um, so please do that, and remember to keep doing what you need to stay healthy and safe. Uh, I miss those of you who are at home. I do miss you. But I hope that one day we will all be back together in the same room. And you haven't missed much, though, in the past couple weeks. We have just been reviewing rhythms, um, and uh, looked, we've kind of listened to some songs. We played a couple of games, the usual stuff. And this week, though, we kind of are switching to a different topic. Switching to a different topic. We're looking at the amazing world of instruments, which is why this man, Jim Carrey, is so excited. He's conducting to a bunch of instruments. Let's take a look. So, when you were in my classroom, you used to see that there are tons of instruments there. And you probably have some at home too. Maybe you have a piano, or maybe you have a little tambourine, or you have a xylophone. But these instruments all go into, we said it last year, families. Just like you have a family, instruments have families. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's just bonkers. That doesn't make any sense. Well, the reason we do that in music is because there are so many instruments in the world, just so many of them. And they're made up of so many different kinds of materials and they're played so many different ways that we had to put them into families to make it much easier to remember. And when they all come together, it's easier to put them into families than to just say, okay, everybody go wherever you want and play whenever you want to. So, putting them into families is a little bit easier, right? Kind of like knowing, who's part of your family and who isn't is always nice to know, right? All right. So, instruments, families, just like you and me, instruments are part of families. They go into different families, like I said, based on how they were made and how they are played. The first family is the woodwind family. Then we have the brass family, the string family, and then, of course, the percussion family. The woodwind family. A lot of these instruments are made out of wood originally, but not anymore. Some of them are made out of plastic or metal. Like the flute is made out of metal, the piccolo is made out of wood, and the oboe and clarinet are made out of wood, but the saxophone is made out of brass or metal. They are all similar. They have long tubes. So we've listened to things like this clarinet here before. So that's the clarinet. It has kind of well, I like to say it kind of sounds like a duck. Then the piccolo. I love listening to the piccolo. I don't know why. Then, of course, we have the flute. right? And then we have the oboe. And the oboe, not to be confused with the elbow, sounds something like this. This is actually 3 oboes. I like the oboe, but I think my favorite would be the clarinet. I just like the sound. It's kind of relaxing. A lot of people like the flute though. Um, so then we go to the brass family. The brass, well, they're instruments that are made of, you guessed it, brass. Um, and these instruments are the trumpet, the trombone, and the French horn. But they can also be, we have some kind of others that are in that same family. The cornet, which is kind of like the trumpet. We have the sousaphone, which is part of the same family. And we have the tuba, and the tuba's a really, really, that's a big, 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 instrument that you play right down here, and you hold it. It goes all the way from your chin down to your stomach. I mean, it's big, um, and it makes the lowest notes. But here are the trumpet and the trombone and the French horn. Here's the French horn. And the trombone. So there you go. So the string family. The string family. I like the string family. The strings are musical instruments that make sound by this and this happens when you have a bow that goes across the strings, they kind of vibrate. They wiggle. And this creates what we call notes. We're going to talk about notes in January. Notes are basically the pitches that you read on a piece of paper. Okay? We're going to talk about that in January. So hold on tight. I can't wait to teach that. But most of the string instruments are made out of wood. But interestingly, even though they're made out of wood, they're not part of the woodwind family. Huh. Yeah. So these instruments are the violin, the viola, the cello, and the upright bass, which you may see in a movie I'm going to have you watch for homework this week. The violin. This is the violin. So that's the violin. This is the viola. So the viola has a little bit of a softer sound to it. Or I'd like to say a little bit of a deeper sound to it. It's still a very beautiful instrument. And then, of course, we have the cello. I know I'm going super, super fast, and I apologize for that. But there's just so much I want to show you. This is the cello. Now with the cello, you're going to notice you have to play the notes. The notes are, sorry, I keep saying notes. The pitches are lower, but he plays them on the ground. He plays this instrument on the ground. Pretty cool, huh? He has to play this instrument on the ground, and the pitches are really low. But the instrument that plays the lowest pitches is the double or upright bass. Notice how big this is. You can play this standing up or you can play it sitting down. Most bass players play sitting down because it's just so big to play. It really is. So, and just like when you play the cello, rhymes with hello, you play it sitting down. So, the last family we need to get to is the percussion family. And the percussion family, these are instruments you hit, like the xylophone, the timpani, or the piano. And these right here, the timpani. Then we have the piano. Maybe some of you have heard this song. This is a song that you usually hear from the ice cream truck. This is a 13-year-old boy that's playing this. Pretty cool, right? And the last instrument I want to show you is the xylophone. Now this is one of the coolest, I have to say, because of how his hands just move like crazy. That was pretty cool, huh? So, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson on all the musical instruments. So tonight, what you're going to do for this next couple weeks is I'm going to post a movie for you to watch. It's a short movie. It's called The Music Land from one of my favorite cartoons called, oh my goodness, I just had the name of it. Well, it'll come back to me, but it's the cartoon is called Music Land. It's a Mickey Mouse. It's a Disney cartoon from 1940s. Oh, now I remember it. It's Silly Symphonies, and the cartoon is called Music Land. Okay, so it's about 9 minutes, not too long, but the story is told, and all the talking is done with instruments. So, and the music moves the story along. So it's a really cool story. I think you guys are going to like it. All right. So I hope you're doing well and staying healthy and safe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.